Hello dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. So let us continue 25B on probability. So today we will begin with question number 5, which says a book contains 85 pages. A page is chosen at random. What is the probability that the sum of the digits on the page is 8? Means there's a book which contains 85 pages and you're closing your eyes and choosing one page randomly. For example, if I get a page whose page number is 15, then what is the sum of the digits over there? It is 1 plus 5, which is 6, isn't it? So basically you're choosing the page and you are adding up the digits written on the page number. Okay, and you want to get the sum to be 8. All right, so getting the sum to be 8 is your desire, so that's why this becomes your event, that is getting a page number whose sum of the digit is 8. So that is your event in this case. All right, now let us see what is the total number of possible outcomes. Since you have got 85 pages, basically you can choose any one of them. So that's why total number of total number of possible outcomes will be 85 in this case. All right, and what is your event? Your event is to get a page whose sum is going to be 8, right? And such page numbers are 8, right? 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71 and 80. So if you see here, when you add up the digits, you will get always 8, right? So you want to get these many pages. So how many pages are there? So basically you have got 9 possible outcomes if you see here carefully. All right, so therefore your probability becomes any by ns. And what is any? Any is number of favorable outcome, which is 9, isn't it? And what is ns? We have got ns to be number of pages, which is 85. So my answer will be 9 by 85 for this particular question. So you may pause the video to note down. Okay, so let us take another question. Question number 6. A pair of dice is thrown. So there are 2 dice been thrown. What is the probability that a sum of 10 or more if 5 appears on the first die? So basically you are throwing 2 dice, and let us see what are the possible outcomes in this case. So whenever you throw dice, you will see these many possible outcomes. So you may see 1 1, that is 1 on the first, second also you will see 1. Otherwise you may see 1 2, 1 3, or similarly if you check, you may see all these are possible outcomes when you throw a pair of dice. All right, so basically if you count here, how many possible outcomes are there? So if you count here, you will see there are, this is 1, this is counted as 1. Okay, so 1 pair, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and if you count in this similar way, you will see that there are 36 possible outcomes. All right, fine. Now you want to get a sum. See here, suppose if I add, in this case it is 1 and 1, so what is the sum of the digits? Well, it is 2, right? Similarly it is 1 plus 2, which is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, right? But your desire is to get a sum of 10 or more. Okay, and one more condition is given, that 5 should appear on the first die. Okay, so basically we have to discard these many cases if you see here. Okay, this and this one, because we cannot have 6 on the first die, right? So in this case we have got 4 in the first die, in this case we have got 3, in this case we have got 2, and in this case we have got 1 in the first die. So only in this row we have to look for the pair which is giving me sum 10 or more than 10. So if you add 5 plus 1, it is 6, it is 5 plus 2, that is 7, 5 plus 3 is 8, 5 plus 4 is 9. So we cannot take these, right, because this is less than 10, but we want greater than or equal to 10. Now let us see what happens in this case. So in this case we have got 5 and 5. So what is the sum? Sum is 10. So we can take this pair. All right, so our desire is to get either this, or let us say 5 plus 6 is 15. I'm sorry, 5 plus 6 is 11, which is again greater than 10, that is more than 10. So our desire is to get either this or this. So how many possible outcomes are there? 1 pair, 2 pair, that is 2 possible cases are there. All right, so that's why n of e is written as 2 in this case. Okay, so the probability of getting a sum of 10 or more with 5 on the first die is any by ns. And what is any? Number of possible outcome, which is 2. And what is ns? Ns is 36. So 2 by 36, which is 1 by 18. Alright, so you may pause the video to note down. And your homework, which is again going to be similar to this, is question number 8. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at the next question, question 7. If two coins are tossed once, again this time we are not tossing one coin, we are tossing two coins. What is the probability of getting? Okay, so these are the different cases given out here. So let us see what are the possible outcomes. So when you throw two coins, so you may see either head head, tail head, head tail, or tail tail. We cannot have any other possible case other than this, right? So basically how many possible outcomes are there? So this is 1, this is another 2, 3 and 4. So basically we have got 4 possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcome is 4 in this case. And number one you want to get both heads. All right, so E is the event of getting both heads, and if you see here, getting both heads is only present here, so that's why this is taken to be only one pair. All right, so that's why number of elements in this particular set is how much? It is 1. It is because it is one pair, isn't it? Fine. So probability of getting both heads is any by ns. Any is 1 and ns is 4, right? We have got 4 total number of outcomes. So my answer for this first one will be 1 by 4. Similarly, let us take second one. So second says, if E is the event of getting at least one head. So minimum you have to get one head. At least means minimum, and at most, if you see at most means maximum. All right, so at least means minimum. So minimum we should have one head. That means maximum we can have two heads as well. So that's why I have taken these 3 cases out here. We cannot take T and T because in T and T we have not got any heads, right? So that's why at least one head appears only in these 3 cases. So how many pairs are there here? We have got 3 pairs, so that's why n of E will be 3 in this case. So that's why the probability of getting at least one head will be any by ns, which is 3 by 4. Okay, so let us see the last case, that is both heads or both tails. So both heads or both tails. So simple, number of possible outcomes will be how much? 2, right? Either HH or TT. So that's why my probability will be any by ns, which is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. So you may pause the video to note down. Thank you very much.